right. Hey Jenny, how you doing today?
Hi, good, thank you.
All right. So today we're just going to go through your behavioural readiness for exercise. So I just wanted to start off by wondering how long you've been exercising for. So has it been something that you've recently started, something you've been thinking about for a while, so you're not physically active yet, or have you been physically active for more than 6 months?
Yeah, I've been physically active for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely longer than 6 months.
Yeah. And so what is some of the previous activity that you have been doing when it comes to your fitness?
Well, I really enjoy hiking.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the exercise that I'm doing is kind of helping me prepare for hiking and stay hiking fit.
Yeah.
So that encompasses things like walking.
Yeah.
Sometimes, to wear my boots in and to put my pack on and, just get used to walking under those conditions. And then, so I also do strength training in the gym.
Yeah.
I'll try to do that Monday to Friday and have a flexibility day in the middle. So to keep up my strength, but also my flexibility.
Mobility as well. Yeah.
And also I've just started to throw a bit of swimming in as well, because I find that that's really gentle on my joints. I've got a bit of a knee issue and a bit of a foot issue. So I find swimming, to throw that in, it's a really low impact way of exercising, and it helps with maintaining some strength for the hiking.
Yeah.
Things.
And do you find that that's been helping your endurance as well?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I can swim further now than what I did when I first started. So, I think my fitness is definitely picking up by throwing that in.
Yeah. And do you find that you're really enjoying the variety and the combination throughout your week?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because it keeps you motivated. You're not doing the same thing all the time.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So what are the main things that you enjoyed specifically with hiking?
I love just being outdoors.
Yeah.
Being among nature and even among the elements as well. Also when you're doing it with other people, it's enjoyable. And I just really love just being outside.
Yeah. And what about with swimming? You specified you enjoy that for endurance, and then it doesn't exacerbate your previous knee injury as well.
No, not at all. In actual fact, I think it's helping.
Do you find that you enjoy the safetiness of that kind of sport?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I just enjoy the feeling of being in water, that weightlessness feeling. Yeah, that's really nice.
And then with the strength training as well, which you said you've been doing a few times a week, what is the main thing that you enjoy with the strength training at the gym?
Oh, it's definitely feeling stronger as an older woman. I really enjoy that aspect of it. But when you're in the gym environment, it's, you've got people around you and there's so many people. And when you go certain times of the day, you tend to see the same people. There's a bit of a community there. So it makes you want to go.
Yeah.
And I always have a training partner as well. So that makes you go. I find that really helps.
All right. So my next question is there anything that you've disliked about hiking?
Not really. I find when I have injuries, like with my knee and my foot, it's not that I dislike it, it makes it harder.
Yeah. So is that more on the incline or the decline?
On the decline, more so, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. And then with swimming, is there anything you dislike about swimming?
Not at all. I love it.
Not at all? You love it? And then what about with strength training?
Well, a bit of the same, really, just having to work around niggles and injuries that you have. And it's not something I dislike, but it's just something to be aware of.
Do you find yourself having to really work around, say, like leg days and having to really minimise your hinging movements?
Yeah, definitely. I have to modify a few things on leg day, whereas, when it's upper body day, I can do most things.
Okay. Now, motivation for change. So what motivates you mainly to want to change and actually exercise in the first place?
Is getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah, that motivates me because I definitely want to be an active older person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to just sit around all day. I don't want to lose my mobility and my strength and my fitness as an older person.
And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
Nearly 60.
Nearly 60? Yep, okay. So you really want to just be able to age gracefully and in good health.
Yeah. That's my motivation. Yeah.
Now my next thing is, do you feel like there's any perceived barriers that's stopping you from wanting wanting to do more?
No, not really. I guess, as you get older, you realise things are not the same as when you're younger.
Yeah.
So I often doubt myself, but I wonder if I can actually do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a barrier, but it's something that I think of, like endurance racing and stuff like that. I think, I wonder if I have it in me to do things like that now.
Yeah. And then you've already specified injury as well.
Yes. So with my knee and just a foot thing going on,
All right, so I've just gone over some behavioural change techniques that will help assist you overcoming any barriers, specifically when it comes to injury for your hiking. So the first one I've written down is goal setting. So have you heard of SMART goals before?
I have heard of that,
Yeah. So that's goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and within a time frame. So is that something you'd be interested in focusing on as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it's definitely a great way to strive for improvements. As how far would you say you currently feel comfortable walking at the moment?
I'm probably only doing short walks at the moment because I don't want to make my injuries worse before I actually go on the hike.
Yeah. That's very understandable.
So I'm only doing little short distances at the moment, but I'd like to build that up before, as the hike gets closer and closer, build that up, to make those lengths a bit longer.
Yeah, very good. So I thought, we could even gradually increase your walking distance and pace while monitoring the knee discomfort. So that's something that we can really gradually increase. So it might only be like 5 to 10%. Maybe every week. And I feel like this approach, it can also help identify any patterns or triggers related to your injury, and we can adjust as needed. So the next technique that I've chosen is social support, which you mentioned you really enjoy, working out with a friend or walking in a group setting. So you enjoy hiking with other people. Yeah. So that involves engaging with others and the sport that you enjoy. So is that something that you're really on board with focusing on for your hiking?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Because I think if you've got that social support, it does help you on days that you're feeling a little bit down or frustrated with what you've got going on, and then if you've got that, then people lift you up.
Yeah, and sometimes it can help take your mind off things as well. When you're chatting with a friend while you're walking. So would you prefer to choose the social support behavioural technique for our program?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So, why would you want to choose that one over the goal setting?
Well, I just think it's a really important aspect of when you're doing anything that requires a lot of endurance, because it is you need to be in a certain mindset, and sometimes it can get difficult. So if you've got that social support, you've got that encouragement to remind you that you can keep going, that you can do it.
Yeah. So encouragement and accountability are two great points there. And then even with the gym, have you been strength training with anyone? At the gym?
So I have a friend and my sister as well. And I find that's really, really beneficial because it makes you get out of bed every day because you're meeting up with somebody. Yeah,
that's good. And you find it more enjoyable as well. And then do you give each other feedback as well on things like form, or do you provide each other assistance with anything?
Yeah, and we laugh a lot.
Yeah. That's very good. So I think with the 3 activity goals now, so I mentioned before, we'll increase your walking distance by maybe 10% each week. So you might progress from, say, 4 kilometres to then 7 kilometres over the next 8 weeks. So, we can monitor the knee discomfort as well. And have you also been checking in with a physio?
I have.
For your knee? That's
so
very
I've been going every fortnight.
Yeah.
She gives me exercises to do.
That's very good.
And so I've been doing those as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one with the strength training. So we might even incorporate. So you mentioned how many times you're currently training?
So we do strength training 4 times a week. And then we have a flexibility day in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we might even incorporate some more exercises that involve working around your knee, trying to strengthen it and build it up. So we can gradually improve the stability there. And then the last one was consistency. So that might be participating in a group hike once per week, or maybe just walking with a friend. So maybe meeting up with a friend once a week.
Yeah.
It's maybe outside the gym, and then we can focus on, focus on that. So some of the behavioural changes that you will need to make to achieve your goals. So you'll need to integrate the group sessions for the individual workouts, and maybe gradually increase the intensity and duration of your walks, were the main 2 pointers there.
Yeah.
And now how I'll support you in achieving those goals is, how does regular check-ins sound? So maybe once per week, we can check in and just sit down, go over your program. You can give me some feedback, see if we need to adjust it if necessary. How does that sound?
No, it sounds good. I think it's good to have regular check-ins. It keeps you accountable and reminds you what you need to be doing.
I can also offer some proper exercise techniques. We can suggest some more modifications if you're noticing any more knee trouble.
Yeah.
And then I can also offer some motivational support in our face-to-face sessions, so using a lot of positive language. Was there any other ideas that you might have?
I think you've covered everything.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sounds very supportive.
So with your weekly schedule, we've got your swimming twice per week.
Yep.
We've got your strength training 4 times per week, a mobility day, and then 2 30-minute partner walks and a rest day as well on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I like a rest day.
Yeah, rest days are very important as well
yeah.
for recovery and rest.
Yeah.
All right, so was there any other questions that you had for me today?
No.
Very good. Thank you for your time today, and I'll see you and check in with you next week.
Perfect. All right, thank you.